Happy Thursday morning, everybody. Big story in the garage area at North Wilkesboro last night was Ross Chastain, NASCAR Cup driver, running in the late model series. He gets out of his race car after the race and does a nice little interview standing up in his fire suit with Fox Sports' Bob Pockrass. Good interview. Basically, Ross says that he said he called Rick Hendrick, and Rick Hendrick answered his phone call. And he said he'll keep all the conversations private. Ross said, I had a conversation with my team owner, Justin Mark. And in the end, Ross says to Bob Pockrass, he says, I have to quit running into everything every week. So let me wrap this up. The Herminator gave his opinion on the Kenny Wallace show a couple nights ago. And basically, what I said was, he's going to have to quit running into everything. It's time to finish races, and here's why. Let's do a wrap-up, because we love it. I think, and I've said this 100 times, I think Ross is a good guy. He's a lot of fun. He's a throwback. The sport needs it right now. We need excitement. We're excited that Ross is coming right here to the Worldwide Technology Raceway, and I know that we're excited to see Ross Chastain go at it again. He created excitement for us last year because Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin got into a piss-in match last year. So as promoters, we love the excitement, right? Well, the problem with Ross and Justin Marks is this. Although we love the excitement, it's good for the sport. When you go to the payout window, instead of getting a percentage of money for first or second at Darlington, or, so on and so forth through the year, the percentage. So in other words, let's say Ross makes 30 to 40% of his earnings, right? Well, instead of getting 30 to 40% of second place, he get 30 to 40% of, where did he finish? 20th, 30th at Darlington, right? Tearing equipment up. And this isn't all about Darlington. This is about all the other races. So nobody wants to neuter, nobody wants to cut the balls off Ross Chastain. What they're saying is, and this is what we say down south, simmer down, simmer down. And even the great Dale Sr., yeah, he'd wreck everybody, but every once in a while, not every week. So I see the articles out there by Jeff Gluck and my dear friend Chris Blair. We love Ross. We like him wrecking everybody. I get that. But there's another side to this, and that's you must first finish to finish first. The team works hard on the race cars. They're tired of fixing the wrecks. They're tired of the enemies. So I think what they're trying to say, Ross, let's wreck everybody every once in a while. Let's not wreck them every week. Simmer down. So, on my Kenny Wallace show, I just said why he's got to simmer down, right? He has to simmer down because there's bigger people in the pecking order, right? So anyway, just wanted to follow up on the big Ross Chastain interview last night with Bob Pockrass. Today's Thursday. Damn, I'm talking a lot. I don't have a case. I'm just saying we got Jeff Gluck, we got my own Chris Blair. They want Ross. They don't want him neutered. And I'm with you. But I'll meet you halfway. How about let's stop the wrecking every week and let's do it. Let's let Ross wreck. How about one big wreck every 3 months? That'd give each of our racetracks something to promote. Well, we sure excited. Ross Chastain's coming here to the Worldwide Technology Raceway. Hopefully he'll wreck somebody. Stop. I'm just kidding. All right, I love y'all. We're going to try to race tomorrow night at Tri-City Speedway in Granite City, Illinois. They talking about big rain coming tomorrow. This damn, it's May. It may rain, it may not. All right.
The way that Ross, and I know that he's in the conversation a lot because of his driving style. I've seen nothing from Ross that he is a dirty race driver whatsoever. Is he an aggressive driver? Absolutely. Do you have to be more aggressive today than maybe in the past? I think there's merit to that you better be a little more. I've said a number of times, I'm not sure how I would survive in today's world as far as a driver goes, because I know the style that I had. I know the style that my dad had. Now, because there weren't as many cameras back in the 1960s, there were times that my dad was in things. I remember those. And I asked David Pearson once in an interview that I said, my dad was called Gentleman Ned. I said, did you ever have any run-ins? And David's answer was, well, I never called him Gentleman Ned. He wasn't that to me. So there were times. It just wasn't as publicized. Everything that these guys do now, we have slow motion of every move and are able to critique and criticize, if you will. But Ross's style is his style, and it's very good. And as I told him on the phone the other day, I hope he doesn't change that because of pressures that come from outside. He has to do what got him here and got him opportunities, and I hope he continues that, because it's a style that has suited others well through the years. It's not for everybody, and we don't want, and I talk we, the media and fans, we don't want everybody to be the same. And so, I think this is, his style and the way he's going about it. Getting blamed for everything that goes on the damn racetrack is getting a little old, in my opinion. Hell, guys on the opposite side of the track are saying it was Ross's fault, so getting a little ridiculous. But so that being said, my style was different. I went about things. There are a lot of these guys, I wasn't as talented as them, so I couldn't do the things with the car. I had to do things my way, and a lot of that was from the way that I watched my dad and the things that I learned from my dad, and even from David Pearson, and looking at him through the years.
I got to preface it with, honestly, Ross and I raced pretty good. So, I think he was a little bit better than me at times today. And, we kind of traded positions here and there. But I do think some of the things I've seen feel like they're a little bit over the line. And I feel like that's whatever that line is has to kind of come back down just a little bit. There's a certain point when wrecking is just not the answer. So I don't know what that would entail, but yeah, you just, there's a line, right? Like, we all have pedals and steering wheels, so there's a way to give it back, and I just saw a lot of wrecking today, so I didn't really like that. I thought we had some really good cars out there, and could have maybe settled it out that way.